So off we went, a night out in China's third biggest city with our new friend Tom.
We're
still in China.
And tonight we're going to go out with our first friend that we've made in Chongqing. So we're going to go out with Tom. This is our friend Tom.
Tom's a good man. He speaks English, but not only does he speak English, he actually understands our humour and our sarcasm, which is a whole other language in itself.
But anyway, he's actually coming to pick us up tonight to take us to the Hotpot restaurant.
Yeah, it's about a 40-minute drive too from where he lives, so it's no small feat. So he must really like us for some reason.
This is just what I needed. Who is Tom? Tom was the manager at the Banyan Tree where we were staying, the hotel manager, and he was so good to us there, really looked after us, and we struck a great friendship.
Yeah.
And so he came and picked us up and took us out to a hot pot.
Not just a hot pot, the world's biggest hot pot.
The hot pot.
The hot pot.
The origin, where the world's first hot pot was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, first ever.
So this was the beginning of a great night out in Chongqing. Let's get back to the video.
I'm so glad we came here, even if we can't eat anything.
Welcome. Thank you.
As some of you may know, we are vegan, and so sometimes it's not the easiest place. China is not the easiest place to find vegan food, especially Chongqing. Even if they have vegetarian options, they just put pork oil, like pig fat, in everything just to flavour it.
Yeah, and that's what she meant by even if we couldn't eat anything. But to our surprise, and to our great friend Tom, we arranged a perfectly fine vegan meal.
Yeah, he translated everything. We're so lucky. We're so lucky.
We're so glad that he took us out, not just because he helped us with the language barrier, but he's actually a really good guy, and we enjoyed every minute of having dinner with him. It was a great night.
Well done, Tom, for navigating that 3D maze on the way here.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So we've just arrived at this hot pot location. It's Pipa Yuan. Is that how you say it? Do you know?
Pipa Yuan.
Pipa Yuan. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if they can actually make something sort of vegan friendly for us.
Yes.
Do you think they can? What did they say?
Let me check with the chef.
And this is your first time here too, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And if you like it, are you going to bring your wife here? In the end, thanks to Tom's expert communication and negotiating, they are able to do a vegan-friendly hot pot for us. Except we cannot read what the ingredients are, so he's ticking everything off for us. And they've just brought some of the dipping sauces and condiments to the table too.
So as you can see, we were surrounded by mountains, and that's because Chongqing is essentially a mountain city.
It is, and I guess being elevated and they've got lanterns everywhere, it is quite a scene to sit there, and the whole thing is exciting.
Yeah.
It's really exciting.
I mean, sitting there in the summery Chinese air in a new country so far away from home with a new friend, I mean, it didn't really get much better than that. That was a special night.
And did you see that little fan? They give you this little like paddle fan when you come, because this, has the Guinness World Record, hot pot on there, because it has the biggest hot pot and the most amount of hot pots. So
Speaking of food, it was time to eat.
there was like 100 different tofus. There's the tofu skins and the smoked tofu and the fried tofu, and then of course all these vegetables. They're big on mushrooms in China. There's a lot of different mushrooms in there.
So really, from going from the perspective of maybe we're not going to eat anything, to having all these tofu varieties and mushrooms, plenty of plant protein.
And chili.
And chili. Well, also,
They love their chili.
fun fact, it is also known as the city of chili. which is my favorite thing.
Everything is spicy in Chongqing.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it's hot.
So yeah, we got some good stuff coming. If it wasn't for our friend Tom, no chance, absolutely no chance we'd be able to communicate our special requirements. So we're glad that he's with us. Not just because of that, because he's a good friend now, and should be a great night. So we're going to show you more as the sun goes down and as the heat goes up. You going to be alright? The chili? Okay then. Yeah, just to elaborate, I love my chili. I put it on everything, and you can tolerate quite a bit too.
I like a bit. I've spent some time in India, so I've been training for chili.
But Chongqing is infamous for their chili, and they like it hot, and I mean nuclear.
They put chili on chili, like they put a variety of all different chilies in there.
Yeah, and it looks like it. It looks fiery and red and something from the pits of hell, and I love the look of it, but that's why I was checking for Danny, just to make sure, because, we want to enjoy the food too, not just blow our heads off.
And that Szechuan peppercorn as well, they put that in and makes your tongue all numb. And the MSG, so I have a little bit of an allergy to MSG, which they love. They put it in everything, but fortunately they have it separate. So often they'll have the different condiments and things, and it's like a little bowl of this MSG. That they love it, and lots of people do, but it's just to enhance the flavor of things, kind of like salt, but they just scoop it in. But fortunately we were able to avoid it, which was good.
Anyway, we're getting off course. We love chili, we love Hotpot, and there was more eating to do.
Oh, so much more. So this is sesame oil. It's our dipping sauce for extra flavor. I'm embarrassing our new friend Tom, wearing a bib so that I don't ruin my clothes. I don't think he's going to join us in this one, but for me it's a necessity. We've not had those tofu before. Is that like a smoked tofu?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look nice.
Yeah, the food was great, all of it. We really enjoyed that meal, and if we were going to go back, we'd definitely go back to the mountain and eat. And around that time, the sun started to set.
Yeah, watching the sunset go down there is very beautiful, and you really do just feel like you're in a special place. We really felt a million miles from home. One of the things I like about the way that they eat is that when you have Hotpot, you all sit around together and you all kind of share. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. We saw groups of people all just participating in the Hotpot ritual, and it was really nice to see. That's why we love traveling, because you come across these experiences and people and a different way of living. It's not so much the tourist things and seeing certain iconic things you see in movies and stuff like that. We don't really do much of that. We just like being in places and integrating the best we can.
If you always stay within your community that you grew up in, you tend to think the world is the way you think it is. You think everyone kind of thinks the same way. But the further you go away from what is normal to you, the more your mind expands in so there's a different way of doing things like this. And this is fun. And this is the pros and cons of everything. And you just get a little bit more scope.
We we had to pay the bill, of course. And Tom wanted to pay, but it was our invitation. So.
And he already drove so far and picked us up, and he doesn't usually drive in the city, and driving in Chongqing, it's like 3 different levels of highways. So
yeah, it's extreme. And he did miss a few turns, remember? He's like, fuck. We're not making fun of him. We laughed with him because he was funny. He started swearing in English, and it was a fun moment that
everyone
we all shared.
knows they're the first words you learn when you learn another language.
Yeah, but what we're saying is he went out of his way to look after us that night. So we wanted to pay the bill. And the way you pay mostly in China is on an app called Alipay.
Alipay is an everything app, and you usually just once you get to the till, you just scan the QR code and pay. It's so easy. You can even do it from a distance, and you can literally buy things, you can get a driver, you can organize everything through Alipay. It is the most convenient high-tech way of paying things.
Even the little back alley stores, they all have Alipay QR codes. So every time you want to pay for something, you don't have to try to explain. So you just flash your QR code or scan theirs and the bill is paid. So Tom was surprised that we firstly knew what it was and secondly how proficient we were. We were pros at this stage of paying for things in China.
So after we finished our dinner, before we left, we had to see this hot pot, this swimming pool sized hot pot that got into the Guinness World Record book.
Yeah, this is the infamous one that people were talking about. It literally is the size of a swimming pool. So of course, we came all that way, we had to see it. Although it wasn't being used that night, it was still a sight to behold.
And I was distracted by the dogs anyway.
Of course. She always finds the puppies.
I have a radar.
Yeah, a puppy radar.
It goes for miles.
China, Japan, it doesn't matter, she finds them. But the puppies weren't the only friends Danny made that night. Have a look. So that was about it. I mean, what a night, what a memory, I mean, what a place.
And I have to say, all these experiences that we had, we don't speak Mandarin. So we were able to do this without speaking any of the language.
We did have Tom though, which, Tom, if you're watching, thank you.
Thank you so much. But we didn't know him before we got there. So, you know, just keep your mind open, keep your heart open, and things will come your way. 谢谢，我很开心，我喜欢。
We're not finished yet though.
Yes.
What is it?
Mooncakes.
And if he hadn't already treated us to one of the best nights we ever had together, Tom brought us a gift.
Oh, thank you so much. Mooncakes.
Mooncakes.
Because we were during that time of year where they do the mooncakes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, what a stand-up guy. Bloody hell, Tom, you're a legend.
So kind, so generous. Thank you. That's huge, actually.
Only 4 pieces.
Thanks for watching. I know Chongqing is a fascinating place. And China in general. We're going to do a lot more exploring of China in the future.
We love China, and we just want to put it out there as well. Like, we're open to if anyone else is wanting to travel to and just not wanting to go by themselves, like, you can reach out to us. We're going to be opening up, particularly 2026, we're going to be opening up to help people travel with us. So
Yeah. I mean, we're not claiming to be experts,
we're
but
not special.
what we do is travel a lot. We have a very adaptable mindset and attitude towards traveling. And look, to be honest, we do have some friends now all around the world, as much as that sounds like a bit of a wanky thing to say.
We've been traveling for a while, so now we have some connections in a few different places now, which really helps make things easier.
It does. And we have the knowledge now of how certain things work, like Alipay, like Grabs, the taxi services in various Southeast Asian countries.
Yeah, Didi, Grab,
So even those entry-level stuff.
Kakao.
Yeah, all those things.
Kakao.
So like what you were saying is if you've never traveled before, like all of those things you sort of pick up as you're there. So it can be daunting, especially for people that have never stepped foot outside of their origin or country of origin.
Actually, India, I really want to, maybe later this year, I want to open that up to other people who want to go, because I've spent a year and a half there now. So I do know people on how to get around, where to eat and things like that. And I know it can be a very, very daunting place. So if you're wanting to come to India, make sure you send us a message.
Yeah, because people always say, why don't you not start a business or not a service, but why don't you invite people to come with you? And we're thinking about doing something like that. So this is expressions of interest, I suppose, at this stage. India for sure, definitely Bali, probably Japan, maybe even Seoul in South Korea.
Yes, we're in Seoul right now and it's cherry blossom season.
So yeah, if you'd like to potentially travel with us one day, just send us a message, leave a comment, and just let us know, because we're just, like I said, putting the feelers out there. A lot of our friends have said they would like to.
They want to come.
Yeah, so this is your opportunity to tell us through YouTube or through wherever you're watching this, and we'll start putting our thinking caps on and how to do it properly and bring you with us.
Yeah, and where you want to go. Just tell us where you want to go that you're perhaps not comfortable going by yourself, or even places that we've been that you're like, I want to go there too. Show me the ropes. We'll do it.
So let us know, guys. Thanks for watching, and perhaps you'll be in the next video with us. You never know.
Yours stands out more. That's nice. That's nice.